The Late Show here on CBS. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer who is one of my favorite musicians ever. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Elvis Costello.
A little Big Chief there, a little Big Chief.
That's right. That's
New
right.
Orleans in the house, as it is every night here, yeah.
Lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you.
I want to ask you about this photo right here. What is going on? It's been called a pirate radio broadcast. What does that mean?
Well, when I was in Liverpool just before Christmas, so not long before.
Of Christmas of this year.
Christmas of this year. I know it's hard to keep track.
Yep.
I discovered a record shop, an independent record shop in Smithtown Road, Liverpool 15, about half a mile from where my mother was born. And I thought, if I ever have the opportunity, I want to put this place on the map for people who still like to buy records on vinyl. And then I thought, then the owner, Graham, had the very good fortune to say, you know, there's a little bit of recording equipment downstairs. And I thought, maybe I could have my own radio station for one night, except of course these days you have to do it over YouTube, and heaven knows they steal enough money from us, so I thought I'd get a bit of it back by going on there. And we set up down in that basement last Saturday night. My stage manager, Toast.
His name is Toast?
Toast, yeah. Had the room perfectly lit. We're mood lighting, as you see. And I proceeded to play records for the next 3.5 hours. And we were, 3.5 hours. Yeah, like a proper radio, yeah.
Sure.
And I was playing everything. I was playing songs from our new record, The Boy Named If.
Yep.
I was playing songs from our last release, The Spanish Model, which is a remix of this year's model from 1978. We discovered the thing that had been holding it back, my voice, and took it off and put a cast of Spanish artists on it. And I got to play some of my friends, my new friends, who sang on that record. I got to play some of their songs. I got to play a 7-minute piece that T-Bone Burnett gave me that's never been heard anywhere in the world, with Black Thought and DJ Premier and Cassandra Wilson. So it was a whole evening of music that I wanted to play. And it was spectacular because we were having people type in, I'm listening in Patagonia, or I'm listening in St. Petersburg. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning in Tokyo to watch you. And it's not the sort of thing that becomes a viral sensation, but it was tremendous fun. And if I may just indulge a little sentimental, maybe, to some people, or at least real emotional moment, it's a year next week since I lost my mum. And she was a gramophone record assistant.
A gramophone
record assistant. This is a keep up, Stephen. This is a very important
It's a highly technical job.
Highly technical.
What does a gramophone record assistant do?
Yeah, plays records and has...
Assisted playing records.
Actually physically put them on and with the needle. So really, I got my lesson.
For whom? Who does she do that for?
Well, for customers that came into the shop. We're talking way back now. We're talking back like 1943. She was 14 years old. So she did that job until I was a young boy, and then took care of me. And that was, believe me, a handful. Always. That was a difficult full-time job. But I thought, when somebody passes, and she was 93, so, she had a wonderful life. What is better than playing music? You have some Irish in you, don't you?
100%, yeah.
100%, yeah. I have a son who's more Irish than me, so there's the beginning of an Irish tale, to say the least. Try and work that one out. Yeah. I had a wake, really, basically. But I didn't play any sad music. I played all joyful rock and roll, like with the Imposters. I played some of records I wanted to hear. And I have to confess, I did manage to spin Freddie King at 45, an album. I went, wow, Freddie King is really burning up on the fretboard here, and then I realized it was an album that I was playing at 45 RPM. So. But it made it seem like real, right? I mean, that's when people knew I was really on the air, right, if I made a mistake. Which, of course, watching this show, Stephen never does make mistakes. So,
Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. It's like a
somehow
flawless kind of thing.
Speaking of moms, I don't know whether I wrote you after I had heard that your mother had passed, but I certainly thought about you a lot after that happened.
Thank you.
Because you were so helpful to me in a way that you don't know when my mother passed. Because my mother died at 92, and shortly before she died, we were all, a lot of kids, we were down there basically kind of like loving her, brushing her hair, giving her ice chips, trying to make her comfortable. And my sister Margot has just a voice of an angel, was over on the other side of her one day while she was brushing her hair, and I was giving my mom ice chips, and my sister Margot started singing All I Have to Do Is Dream by the Everly Brothers.
And we sang that together.
Right.
Many years back,
But it was shortly, literally, it was just about a month before she died. You and I sang it together, so I still knew the harmony. And so I harmonized with my sister for my mother, and she was dazzled. She was like, is this already heaven? Because my children are singing to me, and I owe that to you. That moment of joy that my mother had in that moment is because you insisted that I learn the harmony to that song.
Well, I'm very glad that we did that.
I'm truly grateful,
Thank you, thank you. Truthfully, I think the thing is that we all have to face is some people haven't had that ability to say goodbye in a close way like that, and that, I've come to appreciate that. When the crisis came for my mum at the end, I was in Vancouver where I had retreated when. I was literally pulled off the stage. They got the hook. I was in the middle of a show in Hammersmith, and they said, "You can't go on." I said, "The music's not that bad." I said, "No, really, there's a world crisis approaching."
Right.
No, days later, I was home with the family and on Vancouver Island, and that's where we stayed for a while.
Wow.
In that time, unfortunately, my mum passed. So, like a lot of people, we had the virtual funeral, which was an utterly surreal thing. But so. On Saturday night, thanks to my friends at Defend Vinyl and all of the people that helped me do it, I got to play some music and I got to talk about what I just said. So, I can glad that we can both share that, that moment. And thank you for listening to that, because it means a lot to me.
We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, I will ask Elvis about the premiere of Get Back and what it was like to collaborate with Paul McCartney. Stick around.